Snap it is snap, snap, snap. Yo, quick video. APUs in Swift trucks. I have not seen them. My flash is bright. I'm about to go back to sleep. I wanted to make sure to get at this brother's questions while they fresh in my mind. APUs, no. In the summertime, like right now, idle. You'll get a little message over the Qualcomm saying, you know, interrupt trip idle. A lot of the trucks actually will turn off after X amount of time idling, and then you can just turn it back on. A lot of Swift drivers have ways to work around that. Lucky for me, I haven't had to do that. I guess because I have a 2014, so whatever they do, it just, I don't know. But my truck idles, it idles a lot. I mean, they can't get mad at you for turn on the air conditioner. That's how I look at it. It's hot, it's hot. Even though I'm wrapped in a blanket because I got it nice and cozy up in this joint. Nice and cozy up in this joint. But yeah, in the wintertime, they have this little heater thing. Hope y'all can't see the inside of my truck because it's a mess. So I'm going to just put it towards the wall real quick. They have this little thing right here. Turn it this way so y'all can see, and then I'm gonna cover up the man boobs just a little bit though, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just might entice some people who have fetishes for fat boys like me. But anyway, that thing gets hot. In the wintertime, it gets super hot. I was in South Dakota where it was just snow. We was all locked in at a truck stop and stuff like that, and you don't need the truck to idle. When the truck's not on and that knob is turned, the heater would start to turn on. It might not feel like it's doing anything for the first couple minutes. You be like, man, it's not working. So you on the 10 to turn it all the way up. Bruh. When you step on that flow and you don't have a flow mat, that thing is hot. It's a little hole. Again, this is a 2014 Freightliner that I have, so I can only speak for that, for those, the Cascadia or whatever. But there's a little hole right under the bunk where the vent blows out into the cabin. Whew, that thing gets hot, so you got to be mindful, because you will wake up sweating because, you know, you turn it on and you didn't think it was doing anything, and all of a sudden it just be so hot that you actually welcoming the snow to come in and cool that ass off. Inverters, they don't want you to have inverters. Now, with that said, you can have the ones that plug into the lighter. Like I have the little one that plugs into the lighter thing. So basically what you want to do is a lot of stuff you can, I'm sure, put your own if you want. If you're owner operator or lease, yeah, you can definitely put your have an inverter, because, you know, you're the one who have to pay for the maintenance and stuff. But if you're trying to get something super powerful where it can run like an Xbox One and PS4, you know, I don't even want to start that little debate, then you would definitely need something that hooks to a battery. Now, with that said, can you put them in your truck? Absolutely. If you know how, or you can go get it done. Just make sure, like, when you're pulling into certain terminals, you have to pull the truck into the maintenance bin in order to enter the yard. And if at any time you might need a service, or they need to shut you down, and they, for whatever reason, and they need to get in the truck, if they see it, they gonna take it. I don't know if they're gonna like take it like, oh, you're not supposed to have this, but they're going to unhook it and blah blah blah. I mean, but you go to certain terminals, like if you're in Yoruba Valley, you'll always see the dude that had the Xbox One and like a 40-inch TV. How are you running that in the truck? Especially if it's company. So these, you know, people definitely put them in there. Like I said, I have a little one that plugs into a lighter. I use it to charge like my vaping batteries or my crock pot. But you know, once you start making money out here, you can start getting little stuff that you need, like a water warmer thing. But that stuff is expensive, dude. And it's like $29, $25 for a little thing so you can warm your water, so you can eat your cup of noodles or whatever. You can get your little stove, because all you got to do, if you buy it one time, you ain't never really got to buy it again. And don't be like me and want to try to find the cheapest deal and go to Walmart and try to get like the smallest little coffee maker so you can heat up your water and cook your hot dogs and stuff like that, and then you get in the truck and realize you ain't got nothing powerful enough to power it because it's the actual plug. So be careful about that. You know, just go, you know, if you ain't really splitting up your money, like I said, 80% of my check goes home, so I only get like 20%. So really I'm out here like $100-200 a week, and I burn through that pretty quick. But basically, if you can buy the stuff that's designed for camping and trucks, do it. Go for it. That's what you want to do. What else did he ask me? No, there was a question about me mentoring. No. I like my peace of mind. I was scared out my mind at school because you take people who've never driven a truck, and then they just threw 4 of us in a truck and said, okay, go. And I mean, I had to deal with it because I didn't have a choice, because I was focused on what I needed to do. But now I have a choice. I'm not going to do it now. With that said, you can make a lot of money mentor, a lot of money. Not only that, once they get off your truck, you get a penny a mile, I want to say for maybe 6 months to a year after they get off your truck. So if they get off your truck and they're runners like I'm a runner, you're still going to get paid after they get off your truck. It's so many different personalities, so many different issues as far as life, personality, that you just have to deal with, and you got to have a lot of patience. And I don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure I can help somebody, but to be a mentor, nah, that's too long, because you got to be on the truck for about 5 to 6 weeks, and I just don't want to deal with random people like that for that long. I'm kind of I meet you, hey, how you doing, shoot the shit, and go on about my way, you know. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of money to be making. Then like my mentor was a owner op, or a lease. He had a lease through Swift. So basically, let's say he was basically getting whatever he was getting them per mile while I was driving. So 10 hours, let's say I drove 400 or 500 miles. If he was, even if it was $1, if he was getting $1, he just made $400 off me that day. You know, take away $9.50 an hour. So let's see if we do the math. Let's say I make $9.50 an hour, because while you're on the truck with your mentor is minimum wage. I don't know if it's minimum wage for whatever state you're in, or if it's just minimum wage, the straight minimum wage for whatever. But I was getting $9.50. So if you can drive 62 miles an hour, it's simple. 62 miles an hour minus $9.50. And that $9.50 was coming from Swift, not even out of his pocket. So for him, if I was driving 62 miles an hour, then I was making him $62 an hour. Times 10, that's whatever. So, and yeah. So that's, I don't want to do mentors. It's just not for me. Really wouldn't even want to do teams, because it's not for me. I enjoy being solo and stopping where I want, going where I want, you know, doing what I want, and so on and so forth. What other questions did I have? I don't remember. I didn't write them down. Like I said, I woke up, I just glanced at my my YouTube stuff, and there was some questions there. So yeah. Oh, there was somebody finished and they're waiting for their truck. So I'm gonna just save this comment to after you take your first load. What's up, driver? What up, driver? You know, but yeah, so whatever company you with, once you finish and you take your first load, what's up, driver? You know what I'm saying? You a driver now. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations if you passed. If you didn't pass it, that sucks. But I'm pretty sure that you learned something along the way. But stay motivated. There's plenty of other companies that have schools that you can try. This light is real bright, so if it look like I'm squinting or frowning, that's what it is. I don't even know. I'm using the back of my phone, so I don't even know where the actual camera is. I'm just shooting. Anyway, y'all don't care about that. So yeah, anybody thinking about becoming a Class 8 driver, do it. Go for it. Even if you don't follow through as far as stay with a company for a year, anything like that, as long as you got that Class 8 license and at least some type of 6 months of experience, then you should be all right. A lot of people have friends and family that owns trucks, so you can just go right on over there and do what you do. I'm just rambling now, so I'm about to go back to sleep. Let's see, APU, no APU, but you can let the truck idle to cool you down. There's a heater to hella hot to heat you up. Mentor, no. Completed, congratulations. And it's your boy Big Country. Peace, I holla. Any questions, put them in the comments. I get it. It'll go to my email, and I check my email all the time. That's how I keep replying so quick to you guys' messages. Especially when I'm sitting down for 10. So, if you want to know where I'm at, I went from New York, from Bronx, New York. I stayed up there for 34 hours. So I went to Times Square and all that stuff. The women. I don't even know what you are. I'd be like, oh, she's black. She ain't black. She Puerto Rican. She Dominican or whatever. Anyway, I went from Bronx, New York. I went all the way down to Atlanta. I got family in Atlanta, so I stayed down there for a couple days. Now I'm leaving Atlanta, heading up to South Carolina. From South Carolina, I'm going to Ohio. Miles, you know what I'm saying? And for the New York run, I left from Idaho. I went from Idaho to New York, so that was 2,200 miles, 2,200 plus miles right there. So yeah, they got the miles. But most companies got the miles, you know. Just make sure to get your loads on time. And make sure to keep your no speeding. Going through these little towns where the speed limit goes from 65 to 45. When I hit these little towns where it's 45, I go 35 to 40. I let everybody go around me because, I mean, my truck can only do 62. So, if anything, I'm holding people up once the speed limit gets back up to 65. So, don't do just 45 because the speed limit says 45 when you're in these little bitty towns. Because, I mean, that's a money thing right there. And you'll see them. You'll see the signs that say speed limit 65. The next thing you know, you'll see a yellow arrow saying 45 ahead. Start breaking it down. And be careful with that engine brake when you're breaking it down. Try to break it down outside the little town, so by the time you get in there, you don't have to worry about it, and you cut it off. If the speed limit's 25, do 20. Do 20. Why? It's because they are watching. Oh, you'll see them. Just be sitting there. As soon as you come into town, you probably see them sitting. As soon as you come into town, just sitting there clocking people's speeds, because they know people don't. You'll see once you get out there. If you ain't been out there, you'll see once you get out there. So yeah, do at least 5 to 10 miles under the speed limit when you're going through these little bitty towns on these U.S. highways. And I'm not talking about I-80. I'm talking about like 395. You know, freaking 39, 19, whatever. Little bitty. You had a little bitty town that's maybe 4 blocks long. But in that 4 blocks, you're going to go from 65 to 25 miles an hour. Obey the speed limit. Go under it. People are going to get mad, but when they get mad, and you'll notice yourself, when you get mad at a truck driver for going slow, it lasts a second. Why is he going so slow, holding traffic up, and by the time you get around and go about your way, people don't care. They don't remember. You only in the mind, and you're not even in the mind. Your truck is in the mind of that person for going slow. They don't realize that you're heavy, you know, and then too, people shouldn't get mad at you for doing speed limit. But I always go under the speed limit, so they can kiss my ass. At least I don't get no tickets. And I say because I slowed them down for that 10 seconds. I saved them from getting a speeding ticket. I saved them from accidents. I helped them get home to their family safe. Because if I didn't slow them down for that little 10 seconds, they would have been 10 seconds ahead, and they probably would have hit somebody. They probably would have got a speeding ticket. Anyway, you'll start rambling like I'm doing when you're driving trucks, because you get lost in your own thoughts. I ain't even gonna edit this. I'm gonna just post it the way it is. Alright, this is the 8th time I'm signing off. It's your boy Big Country. Drivers, you the man. You're thinking about becoming a driver, you the man. If you're a woman, you the man. That's right, you are. And go out there and do your thing. Alright, peace.